world. I wish I could smile all the time like you. Sometimes I just don't want to smile at all.
Marcella was feeling all jumbled up inside, a little mad and a little sad.
Mama says to always be sweet, but I don't feel sweet today.
And Raggedy Ann wished that she could help her.
Don't worry now,
said beloved Belindy after Marcella had left the room.
Marcella is just trying out some new feelings. All children do. She'll be happy again before you know it.
Sure she will, said Henny, the Dutch doll. But since Marcella didn't feel happy, neither did Raggedy Ann. Come on, Raggedy Ann, said Fido. You need some cheering up. It's time for adventure. Let's take a walk in the woods.
That's a good idea,
said Raggedy Ann.
Sometimes just keeping busy helps us forget how we feel.
So when Marcella had left for school, Raggedy Ann, Raggedy Andy, Fido, Henny, Uncle Clem, and beloved Belindy skipped out of the house and down the path through the woods. With every step, Raggedy Ann felt brighter and brighter. The woods were perfectly beautiful, except for the sound of someone crying. Look over there, said Uncle Clem, the Scotch doll. Fido ran ahead, and the other dolls followed. They found a strange little man sitting underneath a tree. Fido ran up and gave him a big, friendly lick. Oh, don't do that, you nasty thing, cried the little man. I might melt away.
Goodness, what are you made of?
Asked Raggedy Ann. Cookie dough, snapped the little man. Haven't you ever seen a cookie before?
I think he's more spice than sugar,
whispered Raggedy Andy.
What's the matter?
Asked Raggedy Ann.
We heard you crying. Surely, all those tears will only make you soggy.
Well, if you must know, I'm one cookie that doesn't feel so sweet. And in Cookietown, sweet is the only way to be. To tell the truth, I've never felt very sweet, and nobody likes me. And then Henny spoke up and said, maybe you're missing a few ingredients.
Come on,
said Raggedy Ann.
We'll take you back to Cookietown and head right for the cookie doctor. I'll bet he can tell us what's missing.
Huh, I never thought of that, said the little cookie man. I guess it's worth a try. And he led the way to Cookietown. Soon they came upon a large rock in front of a cave on the hillside. With only 3 steps, 2 turns, and 1 wish, the big rock turned into a coconut and then rolled away from the entrance to the little town. The cookie people stopped and stared at the strangers, but they weren't any more surprised at them than the dolls were at the cookies. Just look at them, said Henny. There were ladyfingers, oatmeal wafers, chocolate chippers, fig bars, macaroons, peanut butter nuggets, crescents, brownies, and even fortune cookies. When they reached the doctor's office, Raggedy Ann asked the cookie man,
What kind of cookie are you?
A ginger snap, I think.
Then I'll call you Snappy.
Well, after the cookie doctor had examined Snappy, he told him, the reason this cookie person isn't sweet is because there's no sugar in him. I guess they forgot to add it when he was made.
Really? Then we must go right to the grocery store.
And off they went.
Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy walking through life as if it were candy, always together, now and forever. Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy. Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy walking through life as if it were candy, always together, now and forever. Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy.
1 small box of sugar, please.
Raggedy Ann asked the grocer. I'm sorry, young lady, we're all out of sugar. Sweet Tooth just left with every sweet thing I have to sell. Who's Sweet Tooth? Asked Henny. A dragon, said the grocer, and everybody gasped. He only likes sweet things, but he's always hungry, and I feed him everything he wants so he won't make a snack out of us cookie people.
I certainly hope you get some new supplies then. Mr. Grocer,
said beloved Belindy.
Imagine a sweetie-toothed dragon in Cookietown.
Just then, there was a dreadful, dragonish roar outside. "It's Sweet Tooth," cried the grocer. "Look at that meanie chasing cookie people all over town. What are we gonna do?" "I'll take care of him," snapped Snappy. "I'll give him a taste of what's good for him." Snappy ran right out to the dragon and said, "Hello, dragon. I'm gonna bop you on the nose if you don't go home and stay there." "Bop me on the nose?" snorted the dragon, warming up his fire. "Just wait till I melt you in the dough again." "Go ahead," shouted Snappy. "Just try it." "Well, good grief. Who cooked you up, boy?" asked the dragon. "Oh, boy, if you bop me on the nose, though, I won't be good for much. And I don't feel so good lately as it is." "You're not probably eating enough vegetables," said Snappy. "You know eating too many sweets isn't good for growing dragons, and look at that chubby tummy. You're really out of shape. You gotta get some exercise." "Well, you're sure a tough little cookie," said the dragon. "That's 'cause I got a lot of ginger in me," said Snappy. "And here comes my spicy little fist if you don't go home right now." The dragon's fire turned to smoke. "Well, I'm not used to being talked to like that," he mumbled. And as all the cookies of Cookietown cheered for Snappy, the dragon turned tail and headed for home.
Let's follow him. We must find out where he keeps his sugar so we can get some for Snappy.
When the dragon arrived at his cave, he immediately started doing exercises. "Out of shape, eh?" he mumbled under his breath. "Well, I'll show them." He did sit-ups and jumping jacks and touched the toes, and as soon as he started jogging around the yard, Raggedy Ann, Raggedy Andy, and Uncle Clem tiptoed into his cave and carried out pounds and pounds of sugar. They hurried back to the grocer with the sugar and then quickly opened up one box for Snappy. Snappy ate the sugar until he was about ready to burst, and then he said, "Maybe now I'll be a little sweeter."
"Oh, that's okay,"
laughed all of his friends.
"We like you any way you are."
"Thanks, Raggedy Ann and Andy and all of you," said Snappy. "I wish you didn't have to go,"
Oh, but we do, Snappy.
said Raggedy Ann.
We belong to a little girl who doesn't always feel sweet either. We want to go home and let her know we love her anyway at all.
"She's always sweet enough for me," said Fido. Well, everybody waved goodbye to everybody, and the dolls and the dog walked back through the entrance to Cookietown and past the coconut rock, which quickly rolled back into place. When they reached home, the dolls were very tired, but smiling as usual when Marcella came to play.
You know what, dollies?
She said,
I feel so much better now. Maybe it's just because I've all of you to love, and somehow I just know you love me too.
"Oh, we do, we do, we do,"
thought all of the dolls. And in the way only dolls and dogs can show it, they let her know it.
Raggedy Ann and Raggedy